Hi, Dallyns, we're back for another episode of the Hundamental Guide to Life. And this week, I can't wait to introduce you to one of the top Dallyns, a guest who you would want to go on a night out with, in a jeans and nice top with, of course, and get on the prosexy. It's the one and only Cheryl Fergison, who gave us so much life as Hev from EastEnders, star of The Spa, and Big School, to name a few. Cheryl, welcome to the Hundamental Guide to Life.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited, to be quite honest with you.
Do you know what I love about it, Cheryl, is that you are one of the stars of Hun culture because, I know we're going to refer to this throughout the episode and talk about it because how can we not? Soap matriarchs and female stars of the soaps from the golden years. I say the golden years for me is like the noughties, and you are very much huge part of that. How is that something that you think about? Is it, how does it feel that your character, all these years on, is such a major part of this?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I mean, I couldn't get a better pairing than Linda Henry, could I? Played Cheryl. So to be quite honest with you, it was in the making there and then in terms of Hev and Cheryl. I look at, for me, my era of it all goes back to Bette Lynch. All of those Pat Phoenix, Elsie Tanner in the Corrie ones, in the other soaps, and I just look at these people and just to me, it's like again in ours we got Pat Butcher, we got Barbara Windsor, Peggy, we got Dot Cotton, we've got June. We all of the people who have made. They're strong women, basically, and that's what it's about. It's about strong women who have pulled through the bush hedges backwards and come out and still standing. Their hair might be a bit ruffled, but at the end of the day, they can get on with it and they can sort it all out. And that's, I think, what it is.
How does it feel like all of these years? Let's just remind me, how many years is it since Hev departed?
Okay, so I left in 2012, which is quite a long time ago now. 11 years, is it? Something like that? Nearly 11 years. And I was in it for 5 years, and still to be recognised and still to be shouted "Ev" in the street. It's quite incredible because I mean, again, another person who was in Enders, lovely Anita Dobson, who played Ange. She has done, she wasn't even in the soap for a couple of years.
No.
But she made her mark as Ange. And that's, people, she's done the most amazing stuff on stage and screen since. But you see her in the street and people still go, that's Ange. You know what? I always say I'm never offended by anything that goes out like that, because I think that if you are making people laugh, or they can find something within your character that you've done, there was so much in Hev and Cheryl, to be quite honest. There's no doubt that there was going to be some people, all the things that they Heather's asthma attacks around the square, school kids going, oh, this is me on a Monday morning when I'm trying to give my homework in.
Exactly.
And you go, that's it. If anybody can identify, and I think this is generally in life anyway, if you can identify with something, a group, a person, anything, that it will give you the confidence to build yourself as a person because you have a connection with something. So to me, it's, memes are just people's way of expressing what's going on in their minds. And I love that. I love it because it means I've been accessible to a large group of people.
How does it feel like? I don't use this widely, but I think this is. You are actually a gay icon, aren't you?
I have no idea. I mean, when I say that, I mean, as I've said, I have a son who's gay. We are very much open. He's a fantastic actor. He's going to be leaving Lipper this year, but he's also a fantastic writer, fantastic queer writer. He's writing amazing stuff. He's the one who points out, Mum, when we go out places, when we do, we go to a lot of the, where I live up northwest of England now, and we go a lot out to, a lot of drag clubs. There's lots going on, and to me, when people come up, it's not about, oh, you're a gay icon. It's just people again just find me accessible, and I'll have a chat with anyone. A cup of tea and a bun with anyone. Me.
let's talk about some. Let's talk about your memories of that time, back in the day. So, did you ever? Do you remember blow up chairs that everyone used to have in the bedroom?
Yeah, the problem with me is I've always been a big girl's blouse, so sitting in a blow up chair doesn't stay blown up for very long. I need a solid thing for my bottom to sit on. Normally, well, in the old days when I could get down there, it was the floor, but now it has to be a sturdy little, hefty thing. But yeah, I remember the blow up chairs. I mean,
blow up chairs, yeah, because I've been recently thinking about my bedroom when I was like younger and all of the crap that we used to put in there. So I'm thinking, like, do you remember that? I remember there was a blow up chair in there. There was a lava lamp. Do you remember lava lamps?
Well, listen, you are just describing my son's room at uni. Lava lamp, macrame. We've got a bit of macrame on the wall here. Is
this?
Yeah, it's sort of hangy thing that you used to have baskets and things. And, that made out of things, and you make it with your hand. He's got a bit of that. He's also got like those yin yang tapestries up. You know what I mean?
Bit of yin yang. That everyone at uni has to have some sort of mural up, don't they?
Yeah. But yeah, the lava lamps are quite important. And well, I mean, the thing is, because I'm a little bit older than you, stuff kind of. Do you remember that? Or you probably do. Obviously, I go back and I go. No. Do you remember those little things that like little balls, and you press one ball and the other one would swing and it would hit the other ball?
This is so random that you should say this. It's that Newton's Law thing, and they were in the Argos catalogue. We were talking about this the other day. Do you remember they used to be on like your coffee table? Like I can remember being young and going around with friends' house, and they had that. And do you remember the other thing they used to have? I can't remember. It was those things which were basically like loads of like blunt nails.
Do you know what? You are absolutely on a psychic thing with me. I was going to say, do you remember those things that you used to put your handprint in, and it was like a bed of nails, and it was
and then you put your face in it as well. It's quite nice.
That's a modern day casting, is it, of your face? That that they now do this thing where you put your hands in plaster of Paris and you can come out and look like you've fisted someone, I suppose. Not one of those situations, but yeah, in our day, it was just sticking your hand in a pin box thing.
All of those sorts of things from back in the day. Do you remember they always used to be in the Argos catalogue on like the same sort of thing, like the Argos catalogue full of crap of things that you can put on your coffee table.
Yeah. And it was a Littlewoods catalogue as well. You could have
Littlewoods,
Grattans, all of them. I mean, the Argos one was the funniest thing because you find all the kids just flicking through it. Your parents going, "Christmas is coming," and then you think, What doesn't Father Christmas bring it? No, Argos brings it. Right.
Do you know what? That's one thing that I feel so bad for the children about today, that they don't get that Argos experience of lying down at the last week of October, circling stuff.
Oh, you've got it. Or ripping the pages out.
Doing
one of those manifesta boards that you
exactly
ripping the page out and going, I just want that doll that the hair just grows out of and I can cut it.
Well, yeah. Do you know what? There was one thing, and do you know what? For people listening to the podcast, if anyone can, like, I've said this in like drunken conversations with people so many times, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. Does anybody remember the Teddy Ruxpin thing? It was a Teddy Ruxpin Teddy in the Argos catalogue, and I think you put a tape in it and it talked. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please get in touch, because it's really important that I find somebody who knows about this.
It was a really interesting time. I loved it. I always think there should be two Big Brother programs. One that we all see, which is the one that they edit and they cut and they want to see the drama and they want to see the action and goodness knows what. And the other one should be us wearing a camera and looking at each other and recording the conversations that we have with each other. Because to me, that is Big Brother. That's when you find out exactly what people are like.
Yeah. And I think the one thing that, going back to like meme culture, that yours and Julie Goodyear's, sort of argument at the beginning, leave it. It is one of the most iconic things.
Don't talk shite. Get it, good.
It's literally something that is something which is going to go on for years and years and years and years. And it's amazing that, like, I suppose, when you're in there, I'm guessing it's something that you don't even think about, and then it's just turned into something that that exists so many years down the line. One of the other iconic moments on TV that I associate with you is your appearance on Celebrity Mastermind. And for anybody who's not watched it, do you want to tell everybody what your specialist subject is?
Well, I really maybe should tell you previous. Well, okay, my specialist subject was the life and times of Elton John. Sir Elton John. Now I got given this subject.
Uh-huh.
I never chose it.
Okay.
Because the person I wanted to do, I wasn't allowed to do anybody on TV or film. So I thought, I'll do music because I love music. So I said, I'd like to do the life and times of George Michael, please. They went, no, sorry, you can't. It's just been done. I went, all right, then I'd like to do the life and times of Donny Osmond because I used to be a very Osmonds fan when I was little. And they went, no, you can't. I went, and I was getting ready to do Panto at the time. And I said, listen, just give me somebody. Just give me
anybody.
Anybody. And then they went, would you do Lifetimes of Sir Elton John? And I went, yes, I'll do that. And then I thought to myself, what do I know about Elton John other than that he spends a lot of money on flowers and that he's sung all these songs. And so I had to do a little bit of research into the young man, but and it was it's quite fascinating. And it was obviously before the time of Rocket Man coming out, so I didn't have anything to watch as such, but. I didn't do too brilliantly. I only agreed to do it because I wanted to sit in the chair and listen to the music. I have got a great, fantastic. I'm pointing to my nose here, doing
for the purpose of the tape.
I have got a plan. I have got the most amazing game plan.
Go on then.
I go into the jungle, because and it involves food, lots of food.
Okay, but you're not going to reveal plan.
Well. I could, but then and then if I got it, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, to be honest, what I would do, I would go into the bush tucker little thing, and I would talk to all the people. And I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to be very candid and say, "Listen, I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. I love being here. Yes, I am normally. Anybody who knows me, I'm a team player. I'm a bigger than most team player."
Uh-huh.
I love my food, and there is no way in this heavenly earth I am going to starve myself silly on rice and beans. So if Ant and Dec, when I go out on a trial, sits there and offers me, would you like one of these 3-course meals, or just take all that, drink that vomit fruit, and you can take 3 stars home, I will say, I'm sorry, I will eat my own food, I will have my belly full, lovely, lovely, jubbly, go home with 1 star and say, I'm really sorry, everybody, that's what I've done. Now, the thing is, the method in that is that I'm not there to make the best of friends with everyone. It's an entertainment show. I want people to watch it and have a laugh. And if I get voted out, I get voted out. But at the end of the day, I don't want to go hungry. I'm not a woman who can go hungry. She is iconic. She's amazing. Her and Ethel were the 2 Huns of the day.
They were the original cheeky girls.
They were absolutely cheeky girls with their extra little willy. Thanks for having me, and just keep doing this because we need to, we need to have this kind of thing out and about, loud and proud. Basically, that's what we need to be.
Cheryl Fergison, the iconic Cheryl Fergison. We are out of here. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.
Bye. Bye.